But you had said 28. What list? Because I seen 19.
Oh, is it 19? Oh, just, I think it was
Yeah, they updated it.
Okay,
You looked at the first list.
Okay.
It's cool, we ain't tripping,
Okay,
bro.
all right, so
Rankings
sorry.
don't mean nothing. When you get that jersey on, we on them lines, that's when they tell her who the best player is.
So
the
number one
rankings
fan,
don't
man. You better
mean
get it
nothing.
correct,
Hey,
bro.
my
You gotta
bad.
come correct.
19 rank. I don't want a problem, big four. I don't want a problem.
Big four.
So guarantee I'm putting in all this work in the all season. All season. I can dominate all season. Putting in work in the all season. All season. So I can dominate all season. Putting in work in the all season. All season.
Welcome to another episode of the Offszn Podcast. This is episode 10, and I feel like this one is a special one because we're
Very
here
special
at
one.
Whitney Young for the Girls Basketball Media Day, and we're here with LYSA Jones and LYSA's mom, Rhonda. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing fine. I feel like I'm very excited. It's definitely a different vibe this year than last year, so I'm good. I'm happy.
Okay,
Why do you say the vibe is different?
I just feel like this year we're more as a team. We feel as more of a family than last year. You know, last year it was like you could say it was a family, but it wasn't like a real family. Like people wouldn't ride for each other on this team. I feel like this year we definitely ride for each other.
Okay, that's good. Rhonda, how you feeling? Feel
I'm
good?
great. Just excited to be here. I'm just her big fan.
Okay.
I'm just here.
Her biggest fan.
So I don't get fired.
Has it been a long morning for you guys as far as like getting ready, being here? How long have you all been here so far today?
We got here at 8.
Okay.
We got up at like 5:30. So,
Oh, yeah, so it's
planning
been
for days like this is always a lot into it, but it's
Yeah.
all fun.
Okay.
I love it.
Cool. Okay. So, have you taken your pictures yet, LYSA?
Yes, I took. Okay, so I didn't finish my pictures, but I did take the white. Us in the white. I did take that.
Okay. All right. So speaking of the white, these are the reveal of y'all new jerseys
Yes.
this year. So how you liking them?
I'm feeling it. I feel like this year is more like designs. Like last year it was good, but it was a little boring.
Okay.
This year got a little taste, got a little pizzazz on it. You know,
Okay,
round it
all
down. So
right.
we got the dolphins on the bottom. You know,
Okay,
and the
all
cursive,
right.
cool.
So you got the white
We
design.
the Whitney Young on the back, different. I can't show
What's
too
the other color designs y'all got?
much. We got blue. Wait.
Can we reveal that yet? Or
No.
no.
We gonna keep that disclosed. When we pop out.
All right.
Y'all
go
go
see.
see.
Come
Y'all
on,
go
man.
see.
Give us the exclusive.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, LYSA, you did mention coming into this season, you said it was a different vibe. You feel like a lot of the players will ride with each other now. What do you think changed differently this year than last year that, kind of going into this season?
I feel like a lot of the egos. I feel like last
Okay.
year it was a lot of egos. This year it's more everybody taking in as everybody on the team great. So I'm playing around great players. I'm taking in everything I can. I'm being more receptive to knowledge and stuff, and no one's like being mad at each other. None of that. I feel like it's more respectful this year. Let me put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
What I'm most surprised about is like this team has no seniors. You know,
Yes.
so it's
That's
it's a young
crazy.
team.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, first, let's just talk about you in the class of 2026. You're ranked 28th best player in the state of Illinois. You're one of the top ranks. And you also have teammates who are top ranked. And like I said, just you guys being young, no seniors, and still having that, that discipline and that leadership. And, y'all together, not having that senior leader necessarily. So all of y'all kind of have your own part in leading the team. Like that's super, cool to see just being a young group of athletes.
Yeah, I definitely feel like people be saying like, oh yeah, you need a senior leader team. I feel like a leader is a leader. It don't matter the age, the grade, whatever. If you a great leader, you can do whatever.
Okay. Yeah, so Rhonda, I want to bring it back to you. So just with LYSA, like growing up, like her childhood as far as like playing sports, did you play sports? Are you the one to introduce her to sports? Did you play in high school or college or have any playing career? Like what got, LYSA going into sports and how early did she start?
Man, I was in a band. But
You was in a band?
the reality is LYSA has always been like full of energy, like ADHD energy. Honestly, she's just always been a physical kid. She's always been a vibrant kid. She's always full of personality, as you can see.
Speak up a little bit into the mic. Yeah.
She's always had like a lot of personality, and so it's just her finding something to do and always just being active. Like every day I was gonna find something. Like even this year, most people don't know LYSA is a 4-sport athlete this year. So we sang soccer in the spring, flag football before the season,
Okay.
and track when this is over with, like in the winter. So
she's staying in shape like
Yeah,
year round.
all
Like
year,
it's impossible
yeah.
for her to get out of shape.
So she's always just been that way. And then I will say this, her dad did play ball. He had an opportunity to go overseas.
Okay.
And he really spent a lot of time with her in the gym as a smaller kid or whatever, taking them to shoot around and do other things. But for the most part, her and her brother, they just kind of did it on their own. And then I had a lot of friends that were connected, like trainers and that used to play ball with her dad. And so they would invite her to an open gym to do this or that. And so it's just always been something that she likes to do. But she began to take it serious. Like in the 7th grade, 8th grade, it was like, okay, I do this for real.
Perfect time
And
to take it
so
serious, too.
Here we got. But you had said 28. What list? Because I seen 19.
Oh, is it 19? Oh, so I
Right.
think it was
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, they updated it.
Okay,
You looked at the first
okay,
list.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
it's cool.
okay.
It's cool. We ain't tripping,
Okay,
bro.
all
The
right, so
rankings
sorry.
don't mean
All right.
nothing. When you get that jersey on, we on them lines, that's when they tell her who the best
Come
player
on,
is. So the
number
rankings
one
don't
fan, man.
mean
You better get it
nothing.
correct.
Hey,
bro.
my
You
bad.
gotta come correct.
19 rank, 19 rank. I don't
It
want a
don't
problem, Big Four. I don't want a problem.
So,
Talk about big foes. bro.
so as your mom mentioned, you're a 4-sport athlete. How do you manage to, manage your time well with being a 4-sport athlete?
I feel like managing my time, I feel like during school, I always take advantage of, like, the enrichment, the free classes. Like, whenever I'm not doing something, I'm trying to make sure I got all my work done. I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up, make sure everything is on task, because academics come first before anything. So
Absolutely.
I'm definitely, like, very focused on my academics. And whenever I got free time, I do my homework. Don't get me wrong. I might get a little party in here and there, but for the most part, I do my academics. Like, that comes first.
And I don't play that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
That's how
having
it's
a
gotta
good,
be,
having
you
a good
know?
parent behind you. Definitely, I like what you said with academics come first because, a lot of people lose their opportunity to play, with not handling their business in the classroom. So it's good that you are a 4-sport athlete, but still on top of your academics as well.
So as far as college, I guess, goes, and so I see that you have a couple offers right now, and I'm sure more are gonna come in. I mean, only being a sophomore, like, you know what I mean. So you got 2 more years to play. What's something like you looking for in a university? Like, do you have any in mind, like a dream school that you would want to play for?
Okay.
Or?
I feel like my dream school is UConn. Like, it's always been UConn. But I feel like as I got older, stuff is starting to change. And, like, with me, I feel like looking at the styles of play and the position that I feel like I'm going to play in college, UConn is not my top school anymore. I would feel like certain schools that I would look at right now, like, if I had to give a top 5, my top 5 would probably be Tennessee, South Carolina.
Okay.
I knew SC was going to
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, Tennessee, South Carolina. I would say Colorado.
Okay.
I put LSU in there. So.
Okay. Y'all was waiting for that. I was waiting on that.
But I feel like no. Let's just make a disclaimer about LSU. I feel like people, me personally, I feel like people only say LSU because they popping right now.
Right.
If we gonna look at like longevity in schools, I don't know if I'm gonna rock with LSU like that. But,
Okay.
UCLA, and my last one would probably be.
I thought you said Florida. Somewhere in Florida. Did you?
Yeah, I do Florida.
Florida. All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, they heard you say that, so they
Yeah.
throw
But
those
she got
offers.
time.
Throw those offers early. Hey, get it early.
She got
Hey, You know what
time.
I'm saying? The
Hey,
schools better start
Tennessee, hit
early.
me up, bro.
Hey,
Hit me
Tennessee.
up.
Hey, make the call early for somebody.
Bro,
Get
I
up.
already been talking to Tennessee. Bro.
Okay,
We
okay.
gonna keep that on there.
Okay. All right. So, have you been on any visits yet? Like, have you visited any colleges so far? Just
Yes.
being on campus.
I visited Loyola,
Okay.
and soon to come I'll be visiting Ohio State.
Okay. All right. So that should
Yeah.
be sweet. I
Okay.
can't wait to
And
see
then
those pictures.
And then West Virginia as well.
West
In the
Virginia.
spring, we got that. I think we're going to UCLA too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Wow,
traveling
you got a lot
coming
of traveling
up.
coming up.
Yeah,
yeah.
we do.
So-
Just
Stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just stay tuned.
Okay.
the season started, so not gonna do any more like traveling until like March.
Okay.
Season over with like March Madness time.
Yeah.
So it's still time to catch some good ball, but
Yeah, so
Probably this
being a parent just in this process, like how's that for you? Like just traveling, going to different schools, like, taking the time out to, away from your job or working and, to go travel, how you liking that? Just being on the road, flying?
well, again, disclaimer, I'm just here so I don't get fired and put in the home. No, honestly, I'm a biggest fan, but I'm also our biggest support system. And for me, like, I like the experience, but the experience for me is I get excited on how it makes her feel. And the way that I see it, like, it's great. People get caught up in offers. My theory has always been to and through college, and I want her to go to the school that prepares her for when the ball stops and the jersey comes off.
Absolutely.
So it's great that you have a great team and you fill in arenas and all that other stuff, but my thing is it good for her the moment she walks in the door, and do they prepare her when she walks out the door? Because the end game is much shorter than the END game. That's life. So it's about who prepares her for the end of the journey. So when she goes there and it's a vibe for her, because I love to see her vibe. That's it. I'm in love with my kid. You know what I mean? So whatever makes her happy. So I enjoy it. But again, the experience is 100% how she feels, and if she feels it, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I just don't want her to go to California, but
Too far away?
Well, I just feel like the cost of living, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cost of
and
living in
people
Cali
like,
is way
oh,
out
you
here.
got offers, everything is covered. No, man, she might
Yeah.
have to buy her
Right.
own gallon of milk.
Right,
True.
right, yeah.
It's gonna be $7.
Yeah.
You know, so unless we get some NILs,
And which
You know?
I know will come.
Yeah,
which I know will
I'm
come, so.
positive it will come.
Yeah, but
hey, Gatorade. No, I'm just playing.
Like, so I know this is, highlighting LYSA and her, plan, but I really want to highlight you because I admire, like, the parents, that really are influencing their kids' lives and really go out of their way to make sure that they're successful. Me being a new father, I have a 9-month-old daughter, and, I would want her to be like LYSA. I would want her to have that type of success, whether it be sports or not sports, and just having a parent that's going to pour into, their children. Like I said, it just takes effort to make sure, our kids are good. So I really want to highlight the parents because they are the ones behind the scenes making sure that the athletes are having everything that they need to be successful. So I really love what you're doing, and you're here right now on the podcast. You could have dropped her off and went home and picked her up, but you're staying, you know what I mean? So it's just like I said, I just want to give you your flowers and highlight you, for being that type of parents, and we just need more of that in our community.
Support
so I
system is
definitely love
everything.
that. Yeah, I
Definitely
love
goes
that
a long
for real,
way.
yeah.
It is. I know. I mentioned earlier being in the band, and just like y'all seen a clip of Deion Sanders who's saying nobody was there at the game. I remember my parents, work nights or just weren't available. I remember having those performances. I got other friends, they parents there, mine or not. I know what that feels like. My kids will never know what that feels like.
Definitely.
I got to be in the hospital to not go to a game, and I'll get out of the hospital and still go to the game.
Right.
Because I'm going, because I'm going to be there, because I love my kids.
Yeah, I know. And then I follow your Instagram page, and it's LYSA on the front, and the kid, like, you highlight everything. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So I definitely feel the love, and then the bond that you all have right now, just sitting in the personality and the laughing and the joking. Like, I feel like all of that plays a factor into, LYSA being as successful and, the young lady that she's going to become. So, just tapping back into the season, like, we talked
Off camera
Yeah,
a
we
little bit.
we talked, all right. So last season,
Yes.
all right. So the big game was, you all beating KENWOOD in the city championship.
Yes.
And then they doubled back on y'all, and they got y'all in the state playoffs. So how you feeling about this year? I know you guys are gonna play them. How you feel like it's gonna go this time around? Like, you excited for that rematch?
I am. I'm very excited. I feel like playing against KENWOOD always bring out everybody in the stands. I always get a little tough, and I feel like it does bring out a lot of energy. But it's always good vibes on and off the court. I do feel like this year will be like a statement year playing them, and I do stand on that. So, quote me on this one.
10 toes down.
We coming back with that city championship 3 times. Quote me on that.
Okay,
But
okay.
I definitely feel like this year is definitely a statement year, knowing that they beat us. We beat them first, and then they came back and beat us when it really counted. So I do feel like this year will be different, especially because it's different players, different vibes. So definitely looking forward to that.
Okay. So you even out, you mentioned KENWOOD, you mentioned that they, are considered the opposition and that are a big rival. Is there any other schools that you are anticipating playing this season as well that you're looking forward to?
Nazareth. I will say
Oh.
Nazareth. I got a homie over there, and it's a little blood because they known for winning the state every year. But I
Yeah.
feel like this year we coming for something. We
It's
definitely
different this year.
we got a lot. I feel like Whitney Young this year we do have a lot to prove. Losing a few good players, I would say a few big players on our team last year, losing them, I feel like this year people don't believe that we can do it, but it's not that. We definitely will win.
Okay. All right. I'm
So-
excited to see how you guys progress through the season. And we definitely going to be following. We're going to have to get out to some games. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We really want to, like I told you, we connect with a lot of male athletes in the area, and we really want to go out of our way to connect with more, female athletes. So we want to come to the games and, interview you again after you maybe city championship. Just stay involved with, everybody that's playing sports.
And she still got a long way at Whitney
Yeah.
because this, you got a few more seasons under your belt.
Yes,
So,
it's technically 3 because we got this season, junior year, senior year.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
exactly.
you're right.
So like I said, the offers is coming early. Like, you way ahead of the game. So I think as your seasons, your tenure at Whitney Young progresses, it's gonna just be the more above the ceiling. It's gonna be the sky's the limit. So definitely looking forward to seeing you grow as your basketball career, but also as a human being as well. So definitely gonna be paying attention.
So is anything else, like any players you want to shout out before we wrap it up, like your teammates?
Okay. On my team, I want to shout out Destiny. Destiny, that's my dog. I feel like my freshman year, Destiny really helped me get through, especially because coming in from transitioning from 8th grade year to freshman year, it was a lot. It was hard. So I definitely feel like Destiny, I'll shout Destiny out. I want to shout out Elena on my team. Elena is a dog, and I do look up to Elena. Who else on my team?
You look down to Elena because she only 4'11".
Yeah, but like she older than me. Like she way shorter than me, but Elena I'm definitely older than me. So I would look up to Elena.
Lil Mama.
I'm gonna shout out Lil Mama. I'm also gonna shout out Nina. I'm very proud of Nina. Nina, last year it was tough for Nina as well, and I feel like this year will be a big year for Nina because Nina is growing into playing high school ball, getting more comfortable with it. I feel like me and Nina bond helped Nina actually be more in love with basketball this year. So I definitely would shout those 3 players out.
Okay.
That's her cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy. Like, it's a lot of y'all, like you said, it's no seniors on the team. What does that kind of mean? Like, you already mentioned that you don't really think age determines a leader. You think more so being a leader determines a leader. But what does that mean to have, like, so many young people on the team? What is, like, the opportunity, like, that y'all have ahead of y'all?
I feel like it's bad things to it, but it's more pros than cons. I would say definitely us being a younger team, when it comes down to senior year for my class, 2027 class, 2025 class, it's definitely going to be like heartbreaking knowing that we've been together for years and knowing that we all got to go away sometimes. So I definitely feel like it's going to be sad, but knowing that like we all young and we all like around the same age, we all feel the same stuff, it's definitely going to be a fun year.
Okay.
I agree. And then is there anybody on the team, you may have mentioned it already, but is there anybody on the team that you've been playing with since youth?
Yes, Nina.
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 I got photos. They were like not
Yeah.
rivals, but they played against each
we
other.
Played it. We always
But
played
I
against
got
each other.
I got
Yeah.
some tough pictures where
Also-
Nina trying to block her shot.
You gonna have to send us
Nina,
those so
I
we
would
put it
say-
on the reel.
Yeah,
So definitely Nina. Nina, bro,
Nina.
me and Nina been going at it since shorties, bro.
And you said that's her
Nina-
cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me tell you the thing about me and Nina.
Let's hear it.
Nina's side of the family always swore I had beef with Nina. Never had beef with her. I'm just saying on the court it get like that because you're not gonna sit here and think you're gonna score
It's
me.
healthy
Like,
competition,
right,
though.
for
At the end of the day,
sure.
it's healthy
Yeah.
competition.
I don't know you.
Yeah.
I will say I've been playing with Elena too since 7th grade. I always see Elena at the tournaments. Me and Elena always be seeing each other, running into each other. So I definitely say Nina and Elena.
Okay. And, so did you all play AAU together?
Yes, me and Elena play AAU together. Me and Nina play AAU together.
What team did you all play for?
Mac Urban Fire.
Oh, Mac Irvin Fire. Okay. So talk a little bit about that. Like,
Mac
how's that going
Irvin.
for you guys? Like, the type of success you've had with Mac Irvin. Have you all?
Yes, but Mac Urban, my team is especially because me and Elena didn't play on the same team, but we always like every age group practice together. So we always run into each other. We always scrimmaging each other. I feel like me and Elena playing against each other when we had to practice on the fire and scrimmage against each other, it was always competition. Elena always made me better. I always made Elena better. I feel like that when we came back to high school, it made our bond very much tighter. And Nina, me and Nina always been like
A
cool.
vibe.
Yeah, a vibe. So playing with Nina is like playing with my sister. So I definitely would say me and Nina playing together, it definitely brought our chemistry to high school to the highest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's dope to see because that helps the team like camaraderie.
Yeah.
You explained early on you feel like it's less egos and more togetherness, and you just kind of explained it why. Like
Yeah.
now we can actually see why.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gonna be good to see that throughout the seasons I should say
Right,
because
seasons.
ain't nobody a senior.
Yeah.
So
And for AAU, just like here, they got years together. So the team that she played with last year, they moved to the next level, but they all staying the same. So she got that good cohesion. And honestly, the Mac Irvin platform provided a lot of opportunities, you know what I'm saying, for her, you know, of course, putting her in arenas to get those offers. So between AAU, playing with some of her teammates that play on that team, that just really, really made this Whitney Young bond just good for them. I
Definitely.
just love it.
I think that's I'll go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I want to shout out like me and Nina playing together. I feel like that helped Whitney Young because on the two, like me and Nina, we play 2-man all day.
Okay.
So the 2-man game with
Yeah.
the guard, with the high and low, the screen, all
Yeah.
that stuff definitely works for me and Nina. So
Okay. All right, yeah. So, and I hope that any younger athletes out there, maybe 8th grade, 7th grade, you know, see this interview with you, and it, you know, inspires them to maybe come to Whitney Young. It's a young program. You know, you have that family atmosphere, the bond. You know, great coaching staff. You know,
Great
great.
leadership.
You know, yeah, everything. So, you know, just keep on building on great tradition at Whitney Young because you all have a lot of great, you know, athletes here and great character here and family bond and success on the court. So,
yes, advice since he spoke on the 7th and 8th
I
graders.
was just about to say
I'm
that.
about to I would like give advice coming into high school, since I went through it and many of people in our coming to Whitney Young went through it as well. I definitely say the transition from high school to the transition from 8th grade to high school is a lot. So I would definitely say make sure you start preparing yourself. Start watching high school ball more than focus on 8th grade ball, because that's where you're gonna play eventually. And definitely get in shape.
Run your mouth.
Definitely get in shape. That's what I would say.
Okay.
I would say more workouts. Looking forward to building you for high school than 8th grade year, middle school. I should say, yeah.
Great advice. Great advice.
Thanks. Yeah. So well, like I said, we grateful to have you, on our platform, and we definitely looking forward to the season for you guys. We gonna be watching, tuned in. We gonna be here for some games, and cover that. So we just want to, see you all keep being successful, and just with your character, personality, your on-court ability. I know that there's great things coming in your future,
Definitely.
and I also want to thank you, Mom, for everything that you're doing, for LYSA, and just we just want to keep on continuing to see you guys do successful things. So thank you.
Yeah, I definitely want to see you in your other sports too.
Yeah.
That's gonna be something to see.
Don't catch me on that flag football.
I'm walking in and I'm like, interception. I'm in the parking lot. I know that's my kid.
Definitely.
Okay.
I thank y'all for having me on here as well.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
blessing
you.
the platform.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Now we're here with Destiny Jackson, who is currently the #1 player in the state of Illinois, and ESPN has you ranked, I think, 29 in the country. So how you doing today?
I'm good. It's a good day, media day.
Okay, good. I like the turnout of today. We've been here for about an hour and a half, and we just seen you guys cycle from your white jersey to your blue jerseys. We talked a little bit with LYSA earlier, and I just really like the environment. I like you guys are like family oriented. Just seeing you all interact with each other, and the coaches and the parents here, like it's really like one big family. So I just definitely love to see that. And I think that's really a setup for a successful season. So you feel the same? Like, how you feel about the culture here at Whitney Young and with the basketball team?
Oh, I definitely feel like I definitely feel the same. I feel like the culture here has got more positive, has grown, and like you said, you see everything very much family based. We just all one big family working as a well-oiled machine. So I feel good about the culture here.
Okay. And so just as you've grown, like from you coming in you've been here all through high school, you haven't transferred or anything like that.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
So how do you see the program change from, I guess, your freshman year now going into your junior year, like the changes that you've seen?
Oh, I definitely see it become more like as a family oriented thing, because I won't say we was divided, but I mean we wasn't where we supposed to be family wise, but now it's like everybody talk to each other, everybody's cool with each other, no like egos, no bickering, nothing like that. So there's definitely been an improvement.
Okay. So what do you think led to that? Because LYSA said the same thing when she first came on. She said, it seemed like last year y'all may have been a little bit divided and stuff, but this year she said it's definitely a lot more family oriented. And what do you think led to that?
Probably like a big part of me like standing up as a leader, saying like it's not gonna be like that this year. And then obviously the coaches, they was real big on culture change, making sure everything was different this year. Because if you're with your teammates, like really like a family with your teammates, it's fun when you win it. So got each other's back.
Definitely.
Yep. And so, like you said, just with having that culture change, a lot of people may say you need a senior leader, and you all are a young team. You don't have any seniors on the team, juniors, sophomores, freshmen. What do you think your role is as far as a leader for this team?
I definitely think my role is to just rally everybody together. If we having a bad game, let everybody know it's okay. And then me being as a leader, I can never be like have a bad attitude, because that's gonna affect the whole team. And that's gonna roll down to the whole team. So just staying positive throughout the whole thing, the whole time.
Yeah, it's definitely like you stepping up to the challenge as well, because even when you said you being a leader, it's kind of on you to kind of get the team together. You can't never necessarily have a bad attitude and things like that. So it's good to see that you're taking that leap for coming into your junior year, and with having no seniors on the team, it's definitely important to have that leader as well. As far as the team not having any seniors, what is that like for you being one of the older players on the team, I guess, going into your junior year or season, right? Yeah. So what is that like for you, being one of the older, maybe not be the oldest, but one of the older players without having any seniors?
I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about, because like I was coming in my first 2 years and I was just like the youngest on the team. They was always like, Freshie, Destiny. Like, I had older people to look up to. Now I'm like that older classman. I'm in that position now. It's just, I'm still adjusting to it because it's just like kind of weird, but I'm growing into that role.
Well, it's weird because you usually used to be in the younger one.
Yeah, all the teams I've been on, because I always like played up and everything. I was always the youngest on the team. Mm-hmm. So now it's like I'm one of the oldest. Like, I think like the second oldest on the team. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's just surreal for me.
So you always played up your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
I've been playing 17 youth since 8th grade.
Oh, damn. Yeah. What was that like playing that in 8th grade, 17 youth? Was it tough, or was it just like, sure, I'm hooping?
I was just hooping. I was killing them too. I was hooping.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you ever experienced not being the best? Like, do you remember a point in time where it's like, because you hear Kobe even talk about it, like when he first started playing, he was getting bust. You feel me? Like he wasn't the best when he first started. He kind of worked his way up into that. Were you always, when you stepped on the court, the best player on the court?
I would say so. But, I mean, I used to go against, like, some older people when I was like, oh, okay. Like, it'd be, like, more of, like, a challenge-wise. But I feel like I was always right there talent-wise. So it was never, like, somebody, like, way, way better than me.
Right.
I did go to, like, a camp when I was, like, probably, like, 7th grade. It was, like, 17U. Mm-hmm. They was killing me. Like, we was on the drill. It was like I supposed to caught the ball, like, off a cut. I was fumbling the ball. I was so nervous.
Right.
That's probably not the only time I had an encounter like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it seemed like you always ready to step up to the challenge, though. You said it may have been a different challenge, but you was never afraid to step up to it. So, yeah. I feel like you probably learned a lot, too. Like, doing that, like, early probably made you way advanced than a lot of people coming into high school with playing up against other people.
It definitely has.
Yeah. So, do you feel, like, any pressure? You know, like, you have a lot of individual accolades, you know what I'm saying? You are a highly rated recruit, you're a highly rated player. You know, every game coming in, you probably gonna have, players going at you, wanting to show that they better than you, trying to get their rankings, trying to get their offers. Like, do you feel a lot of pressure just being that star player and that caliber player going in every night out playing?
I mean, I don't feel no pressure because it's like, that's a blessing. Like, if somebody want to come to you, like, play you and be like, oh, I'm trying to beat you, like, that made me play hard, like. Because at the end of the day, you're not finna take my spot. You're not finna get no name off me.
Right.
So I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go at you how you finna go at me. So.
Right.
Exactly.
Any matchups that you looking forward to? Like maybe any athletes in specific from a school, like maybe that you battle with, that you always have a good battle with,
Nah. Y'all got to battle me. Y'all got to look for it. Y'all got to look forward to me on y'all's schedule.
Okay. So a little bit of we talked to LYSA about this when we were interviewing her. Just that KENWOOD, which is seeming like a rivalry. Would you consider it a rivalry or just?
I mean, yeah.
I
know they try to say it's not.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry because like even I coming in freshman year, they was like. That KENWOOD game, they was like, we really need to beat that. Yeah. I remember like talking like to Bree and Whitney, they was there my freshman year. Mm-hmm. Like on the phone, we was like saying like we was gonna beat them. They saying they was gonna beat us.
Right.
We ended up winning though. So
yeah. So y'all took that city championship and then playoffs. They got y'all. So coming back this year, it's kind of like that redemption. Y'all got to see them again. You looking forward to that battle?
Yeah. Get back.
Yeah, get back. That's what everybody keeps saying every time we sit down is get back against KENWOOD. So we definitely gonna have to pull up to that one and see that one.
Definitely got to pull up to that one. And then also, what other schools? I know we asked LYSA the same thing, but what other schools that's on your radar as well as far as competition?
I'm trying. Y'all just put me on the spot. I'm trying to figure out the schedule for real.
Take your time.
I know. I'm just excited to go out of town, like play out of town teams. Okay. I feel like that level of competition gonna be elevated.
Okay.
So probably one of them games.
Okay. All right. Yes. Dope. So just getting back into, recruiting, I know you probably been on a couple visits now, you know what I'm saying? You've seen some schools. Do you have any schools in mind? Like you have a dream school? Do you have a school like you're really interested in or an offer that you don't have that you really want?
I used to have a dream school. Like I used to have 2 dream schools. It was like Notre Dame and then UConn. And then like it kind of changed.
Yeah.
Cause like I seen where how stuff will go. I seen like where my play style fit at certain schools.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think I got no dream school. No.
Okay, no dream school.
It's just more so where your play style fit the
play
best.
Style.
That's smart because that's the best business decision to make at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, but I think a lot of athletes do get caught up in the name and the brand more than.
It's hard not to though.
Yeah, it's hard not to. Like especially if they have a deep culture like UConn. Like when you think UConn college basketball, you think UConn as far as the women go. So I can see why a lot of athletes would choose that. So do you have any goals set for this season, like individually, like I mean points scored or a number of wins or championship? Like what is like a successful junior season for you?
Because you still got a whole nother senior
Yeah,
season.
you do got another one,
so
so it's like but
I mean, I'm close to 1K.
Okay.
40 points away.
oh, okay, so you gonna get
I'm
that?
gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that.
Hey, get it the first game. Drop 40 ball.
I really want to, but like I
Yeah.
kind of want to do it here, so I might do
Okay.
it November 25th. That's our second game.
Yeah, okay,
That's the,
okay.
classic
yeah,
day
that's
or
a
something like
classic.
that?
Yeah.
No, November 25th. We play here, the Kinder class.
Yeah, the Kinder
Classic,
class.
the
Yeah,
classic.
yeah.
My
No,
bad,
you
my
good. Yeah.
bad.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I'm
We
gonna
gotta
hit-
be there. We gonna be here
out
for sure
that,
because
yeah.
we definitely want to cover that. That milestone in your career. But okay. Besides the points, like anything else you trying to chase, you trying to get.
Gatorade Player of the Year. Hell.
Okay.
Gatorade
Yeah.
Player of the Year, okay.
And Miss Illinois basketball, because they keep talking to me about that. They said it's
Yeah.
something I could do.
Yeah, they said you're a nominee for it. So yeah, man. Hopefully you get that.
Well,
Like you said, you got one more season, so it's like your chances of getting it is super high, especially if you dominate and you stay at the top of your game this year and next year is like undeniable at that point. So yeah, I'm hoping you get that.
So what would that mean for you if you was to get Miss Illinois basketball?
It mean a lot. It'd be a blessing, because I remember my goddad, it was like also my trainer. He talks to me about it a lot, because like he's like my big brother Charlie Moore. He had won it.
Okay.
So I don't know. It'd mean a lot, and I finally be able to say I won it, and
Right.
I'm just throw it in his face. 'cause
Yeah.
He always talk about it.
For sure.
That's
Okay.
dope.
Okay, yeah. So, just as far as your playing career, we get through high school, through college. Like, is your end goal the WNBA? Is it because it's not everybody's goal to make it to the WNBA? Is it yours to make it?
Yeah, it's my goal. I want to go to the league.
Yeah, you want to go to the league? Okay. So, is there anybody in the league currently that you kind of model your game after, or that you watch heavily as an influence on how you play?
Riki Agumbawale. She I don't model my game after her, but it's like similarities in our game. She more like a combo guard. I like a point guard, so I like sit stuff.
Okay.
She's a scorer, so I be stealing some of her moves. Like she's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Good to learn from people that's actually in the league doing it. So
Yep, for sure. So we talked a little bit off cam. I was asking you about the Under Armour, the camp. So you said there was a top 60, a top 20, and then the Curry camp. How was the Curry camp? I saw a picture you took it with Steph. Like, did you get to talk basketball with him, or how'd that go? Was it just for the picture?
No, he was real down to earth. Actually,
Okay.
I was able to have a conversation with him about stuff.
That's
Like
dope.
he was telling me how to be a point guard, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Different things you could see on the court,
Yeah.
just about studying the game, looking
Right.
at the game. Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of opened your eyes up to a different perspective of ball, just getting somebody with that type of knowledge and experience playing the same, position as you being a point guard. So yeah, that's great. I'm sure that was a great experience. How was the competition at those UA camps? Like, was it still dominant? Like you still was I'm just that,
she said, I'm still doing my thing.
Nah, I was still doing my thing for sure, but the competition level was real high.
Yeah.
Like you had to place everybody else competition level. I
Right.
mean, these all top players in the country
Right.
too. So yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So as far as AAU goes, because I know we talking about competition and playing, you play AAU, right? Who you play for?
Example sports.
Example Sports. Do you play with any other your teammates there, or is it some that play here, or are they from different schools around?
They from most of the people that I play with at Example go to Example.
Oh,
So,
they go to Example. Okay. So Example is a academy. It's a prep.
Yeah, it's a prep school,
It's a
too.
prep school. Okay. Got you. So they have a summer circuit where you could go play summer league.
Yeah,
summer.
summer.
Is that the one they was talking about in Frankfurt?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Where's Example at?
It's located at Frankfurt too. That's where we practice at.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right, cool. Yeah. Well, yeah, we definitely, appreciate sitting down with you. We hope that you have a, outstanding, junior season, and you get, Miss Basketball Illinois. You know what I'm saying? And you get Gatorade Player of the Year. You just get all your accomplishments, and you keep on flourishing and balling. And we gonna be tuned in. We definitely got to make it out here for you to, break 1K. We got to
Right.
cover that for sure.
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah.
November
Yep.
25th.
So, yep. But just keep doing your thing. Hope that y'all have a great, season this junior year. Like I said, just younger group. But I know you all just from the character. Like I said, just talking to the athletes, seeing the bond that you all have. I know it's just set up for a successful season. So definitely looking forward to seeing that.
Appreciate it.
Yep,
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining the platform.
All right, so now after speaking with a couple of Whitney Young players, we now have head coach for Whitney Young, Coach KRISSY. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
That's good. That's good. So with us being here, we've been here for about 2 hours, and we spoke to LYSA and Destiny. And just from speaking to those two, we both have been talking about just the family oriented vibe that we get with Whitney Young basketball, just the way you guys interact between the coaches. We had Lisa's mom on, and she spoke a little bit, but yeah, it's just like very family oriented, and I just love the culture of Whitney Young. So I was telling Lisa, like, I hope that some younger athletes see these videos that we put out and they see the culture of Whitney Young basketball, and it inspires them to, want to come out and play for your program. So just want to, give you your flowers on just the job you're doing with the, the young ladies and the parents too, just the whole culture of Whitney Young. So yes, it's really a great thing to see.
Thank you so much. I'm happy that it's something that we as coaches just don't have to talk about. I'm happy that it's trickling down and the girls really see that and they're being expressive about it. So that makes me happy.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely good to see. I want to ask, how important is that for you, being a head coach, making sure that trickle down effect is working, and what does that mean for the team and its success?
Well, honestly, it means everything for success. If they don't feel like they can trust one another, if they don't feel a loyalty to each other, then they're not going to play for each other.
That's facts.
It's going to be very singletary. So it's good that they feel an allegiance to each other, because that is the pinnacle for success.
Yeah, I agree. We spoke to you a little bit off camera, and you mentioned that you once played at Whitney Young. What was your playing days like when you was here?
Well, I was here 05 to 07.
Mm-hmm.
I played under Coach Corey Irvin. She is a legendary coach here in Chicago. Now she is at Mississippi State, I believe, as an assistant. Playing here was amazing. I actually transferred in my junior year, so I kind of jumped in the bandwagon mid my high school career. But this really catapulted me to a new level. Playing at Whitney Young, you're put on the stage, right? And it's up to you if you're going to perform or not. Luckily, I decided to perform. We won 2 back-to-back city championships while I was here, which was amazing. I played with Amanda Thompson. She is an All-American. Her name is actually in the rafters up there. She played her college ball at University of Oklahoma. So, being here, you're surrounded by champions, and, we have it plastered on our wall, and it's something that we really live by.
Okay. So after your playing career here at Whitney Young, you went on to play in college?
Yes, I played at Grambling State University. I got a full ride there. That was actually my first visit that I took.
Yeah.
I had some offers from Pepperdine and from Coppin State. Decided to go to Grambling for my first visit. Went down there and fell in love with the culture of the HBCU. Yes.
Yep.
So I'm so happy that I went there. I am an advocate for my girls going there, depending upon their situations. I was a shooting guard, but I was also undersized. So being able to play at that kind of high major D1 and actually play wasn't really an option for me in my head back then. So going the HBCU route really gave me the opportunity to play consistently, to start, and then I actually led the SWAC and 3-point field goals made all 4 years that I was there. I'm happy with my Grambling State University education.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you mentioned that, because, as of late, there's been like a talk with athletes and HBCUs, especially with Deion Sanders going to Jackson State and leaving. A lot of people have mixed feelings about if you should send your athletes to an HBCU, or why not just send them to a Duke or Carolina, like somewhere where they know they'll have the resources, they won't have any issues, everything will go well, versus send them to a HBCU and possibly having a negative experience or going through some things that they wouldn't have to deal with anywhere else. So, I mean, you're giving like a positive light on, saying like you enjoy Grambling, you had a great education, so I think, people should get more, stories like this, where it's like there are positives coming from HBCUs. It's not all bad, because I'm an advocate for it, and I would like, more HBCUs to come into this Midwest area and recruit some of the, the kids from Illinois. Really want to make that push to get them down there. So I really want to develop more connections with HBCU coaches to get, like I said, I want to funnel our kids in the area to the HBCUs and show that you can have positive experiences at these black colleges. So I'm glad to hear that.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I like how you mentioned you want to get more of them here in the Midwest. Kids only shoot for what they see. And if you don't see HBCUs in the stands, if you're not having that contact with them, then you're not going to shoot to go there. So I'm happy that that is one of your goals, to get more of those kind of schools here, because it was kind of an off chance that I even went to Grambling, because one of the coaches from another school was a family friend and reached out to Grambling State like, hey, I have a kid up here. He sent them some film, and they offered just off of the film. They never even made it up. So, you know, but that was kind of an off chance that happened. So I'm happy that that's one of your goals, is to have more HBCUs in the gym.
Definitely.
Yeah, because and then another thing you mentioned that's important is, like, you know, with the HBCU is that you wanted to play. You know, that wasn't an option for you. And going into college, you mentioned that you was a little undersized, but you led the SWAC, and was it 3-pointers you said?
3-point field goals made.
3-point field goals made. So you was even able to flourish in that environment, and then you know, be able to coach after you got out of college. So that's definitely great. I want to mention you becoming the head coach in 2019?
Yes.
2019.
Yes.
And you took it over from Coach Irvin, was it?
Yeah, so there was a small period where Coach Corey left that summer. Someone else came in for the fall, but she ended up having to leave. I was her assistant because I actually had just opened my restaurant that same year.
Okay.
So I didn't want to be a head coach right off the bat, you know, with the new business.
Right.
But she ended up having to leave, and then I took it over. So I kind of fell into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was in 2019.
Okay, so at what point did you decide that you want to go into coaching? Because obviously, like, you played in college, instead of pursuing any other careers, like, did you always know that you were going to start a restaurant? Were you always an entrepreneur? Like, was coaching always like, okay, when I finish here, I'm going to come back and I'm a coach? Or did it just, you know, just come by chance?
No, it actually just kind of happened. My dad is the founder of First Step. It's the AAU program. Yeah. And I started coaching because of him. Okay. I kind of just fell into it. I was my assistant coach now. I was her assistant coach then. So it's kind of a full circle situation. But yeah, I kind of fell into it that way. I was coaching boys too, so I never honestly thought that I would coach girls, because I know it comes with a lot, you know, coaching girls. So I kind of just fell into it a little bit, actually.
Okay. So what was the hardest, like, I guess, transition into just even coaching period? Like, what do you think was, like, your growing pains or something that you had to learn as far as being a successful coach, which you are now? Did you always have success starting off, or was it something you just had to, you know, maybe get advice from different coaches or get some guidance to learn how to, you know, actually be a head coach? Because it's something that's super hard to do.
Definitely. When I first got here, I didn't have a large staff like I do now. I didn't have, you know, what I figured out was you need that support system, which is why in my third year, I asked Coach Foster if she could join my staff. I asked Coach Rachel, who's from Ohio, if she could join my staff. I brought Coach Hank. He's been here for years. So really repurposing him to something in a role that would be more beneficial for our girls. And really putting those key people around me in order for me to be successful. I never thought that I could do this by myself, but like I said, I kind of fell into it 2019, and then 2020 was COVID. So, you know, it was kind of that lull period, and then finally being able to step into the actual role once COVID kind of lifted a little bit. I wanted to make sure I had that right support system around me.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, understandable. So you mentioned a little bit about being a business owner outside of this. CLEO's, can you shed some light on that a little bit about what's it like, you know, being a head coach but also being a business owner?
Yeah, you know, if you don't have that system around you, that support system, you're not going to be successful. The reason I'm here to be sitting here at Media Day talking to you guys is because I have a support system, not only here but at CLEO's. The restaurant is open today. I'm not there, but it's still flourishing. So, you know, me understanding, having those people around you that, one, understand your vision, and two, want to pour into that vision is extremely important. And that's for both here at Whitney Young and for me personally.
Okay.
Definitely couldn't agree more.
Yeah, man.
That's something we talk about off camera all the time.
Yeah, definitely. And it's great to see that, you know, having somebody being an entrepreneur and being into business, because I feel like that's what a lot of the younger athletes or just younger kids in general need to see, just successful black males and females flourishing in business, and we're able to pass that wisdom and knowledge down so that they can also be successful, because we know that they're everybody doesn't have parents that are, you know, entrepreneurs or in business, so everybody needs a teacher. And just having someone like you and us starting what we're doing, and we can learn from you because you have a flourishing business, and, you know, we have family that's in business. So yeah, just us having the knowledge and us coming together, we can make videos like this, and like we can sit down another time and really talk about the business and really talk about it, but this, you know, for sports sake. But yeah, we just got so much information that we could pass down to the younger generation and ensure that they have that same success. So I definitely love to see that in all aspects.
Definitely. One thing I want to bring up, y'all may have talked about it already, but if y'all did, let me know. We talked to LYSA and we talked to Destiny, and the one thing they mentioned that there's no seniors on this team. And a lot of them, Destiny even mentioned that it's kind of weird for her being one of the older ladies on the team, with her being a junior, because she's so used to playing up with older people than her. So what is that like for you, you know, kind of really coming in this season with a young team? What is that like from the coaching aspect of it?
You know, I think it's something that is gonna help us, to be honest. A lot of the kids now, they were kind of sitting on the bench watching our seniors last year. You know, we graduated 5 seniors, 4 which were very core players. So now these girls this year got a chance to sit down last year, watch that, take all that in, practice with them, understand that winning mentality that they did have. And now, even though they may be inexperienced in game settings, they're not inexperienced mentally.
Right.
Exactly.
Because they have really seen and played with those players that have been successful on court. So I'm excited about it. I feel like they're sponges. You know, they're super coachable, and they want to win. They want to get better. They want to prove, hey, we are here, period. Senior or not.
Exactly, and I think it prepares y'all, even if you think it beyond this season, even though I know the season hasn't started yet and you don't want to think beyond, but even if you think beyond this season, they'll be even more prepared for the next season. Right. And then the people that come after them, it'll trickle down to everybody.
I was talking to a little bit with Coach Foster, and she was saying that you all have a great incoming freshman class, you know what I mean? So just like you said, having those seniors set the foundation, and you have, you know, athletes like Destiny, you have other athletes who have molded into that standard, into that culture, and they're going to pass it down to the younger, you know, athletes, and you just have generations of, you know, that culture of being successful. You have the Simeons, you have the Morgan Parks of the world. That's why they have that tradition and that standard of being successful. And I just see Whitney Young, you know, women's basketball following that same type of light with the great players that you have, because you have nationally ranked players on your team. Yeah. You have highly ranked recruits on your team right now, and they're young. So yeah, it's definitely something special happening. I think in the coming years, you know, it'll definitely turn into that powerhouse where it's like, you think women's basketball in Illinois, you're going to think Whitney Young.
Of course. And, you know, it's been like that since before I was here. Yeah. So it's definitely a tradition and that culture that we want to keep.
Exactly. Keep upholding it. This is something we also asked a couple of the other players. The competition that y'all will be facing this year, who are some teams that, you know, you as a coach are looking forward to being able to coach against?
Well, actually, I feel like this year is a little bit different. This year is really special. I feel like, honestly, it's going to be us. It's so funny. I was having a conversation with somebody else earlier, and we came up with a little mantra, we beat us. I feel like with this team, that is going to be the thing. They really have to understand, to look within themselves, to come together as a team, and then there is nothing else. And I think that's all they need to be focusing on right now, as opposed to looking outside of these blue and orange walls. Let's just make sure this is home. Let's just make sure that you guys understand what we need to do here, and then that will then carry out into every other gym that we go to. So that's really my mindset for this season.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, so as a coach, I mean, being a super young coach, do you have any goals for yourself set out, like coaching, maybe a certain amount of wins, maybe, you know, championships or anything, or do you not care about that? You just love coaching, and whatever comes with it comes with it?
They're so crazy. That's so funny that happened right when you asked me that. But yeah, I think right now, I don't want to say wins don't matter, because I'm an athlete, so that would be a complete lie. But right now, for me, impact matters. I plan on doing this for years to come. Last year, I got a chance to see Coach Rob over at Simeon retire, which was amazing.
He was there for
He was there for 20-something years or something.
I remember I was a kid. Coach Rob.
Yeah. So, you know, I see what you can do in the, I almost said business. entrepreneur, but I see what you can do in this field. So obviously I would love eventually to be in that conversation, but right now impact for me matters. I want to make sure I'm having an impact on my girls, making long-term relationships. You know, after they leave, I still talk to them all the time, which I still do. My girls that were here my first year. Yeah. So that for me is what matters right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more because one thing Lisa's mom said, I'm sorry, I forgot her name. But
Rhonda.
She mentioned that, you know, she loves seeing Lisa happy. She loves seeing her play, but she really wants her to choose the right school when it comes to playing college. To choose the right school is going to prepare her for when the game is over.
Exactly.
Because not a lot of times people get that opportunity to play at a professional level and get paid for it. So I think it's definitely important, like you said, having that impact. So they're at least prepared, you know, to life after the game and things like that. That's something FA and I myself talk about a lot of times when we speak to a lot of the athletes. You know, playing sports is a blessing in itself because it teaches you time management. It teaches you how to kind of behave in the real world environment. You know, the game is the game and you love the game, but what are you going to do outside of the game and things like that. So I'm glad to see that you are instilling that in them as well.
Oh yeah, and I think it helps that I am an entrepreneur, so they see, hey, my coach went here, she went to school, she graduated, and now she has her own business. So them being able to see that and me being tangible, it's not like just some idea or a scroll they see on their feed. This is someone they see every day. So, you know, they've been to the restaurant, they see the work. So now they understand, hey, if I do X, Y, and Z, I know for a fact A, B, and C is going to happen because I see it every day.
Exactly.
Yep, and I just love the fact that, you know, we're able to capture this and you saying this because a lot of coaches need to understand that. And I feel like there are a lot of coaches who don't understand that you can't just show up and go home. It's way more than that. If you do the things outside of basketball or outside of whatever sport you coach, you'll see that success on the court. So it's about establishing a relationship, showing them different things, like really pouring into the athletes. It's not about the X's and O's. That'll come. But yeah, as long as you're just creating that impact, if impact is first, you'll have the success. So like I love to see, you know, a coach like you with the approach you have and getting the success you and the girls deserve. Like it is definitely deserving. So yeah, I love to see it. And we're going to be tapped in. We talked to Coach Foster about the 25th, the Kenner Classic. So yeah, we want to, you know, come out and cover that. We talked to Destiny. She will probably break 1,000 points by that point.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I told her to just do it in the first game. I said just drop the 40.
She said she want to do it at
She was
Whitney
like,
Young.
nah, she gonna do it at Whitney Young. So yeah, we
most
gonna
special.
see what happens. But yeah, like I said, we just, you know, appreciate you all having us. You know, it's a great environment. This is our first time doing it. I think it went great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was
definitely
amazing.
want to come back. So yeah, however we can continue to highlight, you know, your team and what you guys are doing, we definitely, you know, just a call away. Just let us know when you all are having an event, and we'll make our way down here. But yeah, definitely love everything that's going on at Whitney Young, and can't wait to get these videos out so everybody else can see it too. So
Exactly, and we definitely got to stop by CLEO's.
yeah,
as
no,
well.
we definitely gonna do that. So yeah, so shout out CLEO's if you in the Chicago area. Where is it? What's the address for CLEO's?
So I have 2 locations actually.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one in Bronzeville. That's the flagship store.
Okay.
Then I have one downtown.
Okay.
In the Loop. So just check Instagram, CLEO's. It should pop up.
Okay.
Hopefully, you know, the algorithm is working for me today.
All right, got you. Yeah.
Instagram or TikTok, and you know, come through. But more importantly, come see some good basketball.
Okay.
Just come check out some good games, some good girls, and some women that you're going to see being extremely successful at the next level.
Definitely,
Yeah, I believe it too.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, thanks, and yeah, anything else you want to shout out? Anything, you know, the last things you want to say? Before we get out of here, players, anything, people.
Really just Whitney Young as a program, us as well as the boys. You know, I pull or have pulled a lot to Coach Ty. I just want to make sure that I mention him because he is a legend currently, has been a legend for years. So, you know, having him right next door, his office is there, my office is right over there, being able to, you know, knock on the door and say, hey, Coach, I don't understand this, or I need some guidance with this. He has been tremendous with that. So I just want to make sure that I give him personally his flowers because he is a tremendous person. He is a pillar in Chicago basketball. And to be totally transparent, I mean, he has made Whitney Young nationally known. So, you know, I just want to make sure that we give him his flowers as well.
Yeah. It takes a community. It takes support as well. So shout out to him.
Yep.
Definitely.
All right, well, yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. So this is another episode of the Offszn Podcast, episode 10. Like I said, great 10th episode. Like like I said, we just started doing this a couple months ago, and we're already at 10. So we're blessed to be able to, have 10 be here at Whitney Young with you and your program. So we thank you. We'll definitely be back, get more footage, get more stuff put out to, the communities that we're involved with and the athletes that we know. And we just want to see you all have a great season, and go get that state championship.
That is the goal. City and state.
Yeah, but I just want to thank you, for allowing us to come speak to a lot of the players, and just want to thank you for everything that you do for the players, because that goes a long way, like as we said, beyond basketball. So
I appreciate that.
Right,
I appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.